Hi everybody, happy Monday. I hope everybody's having a great day. I wanted to share some news with you because you guys are my family and because I've shared with you publicly what were my plans for this specific piece of news that I'm going to share. First, before that, I just wanted to share that my husband and I, we work really, really hard to live out dreams that we thought needed to be suppressed or that we were crazy because we were dreaming such dreams. And when my husband and I, we were courting and then went into marriage, we had plans, and those plans we felt were prayers, being fulfilled and lived out. And life happened. My husband was going to go for a Customs and Border Protection officer. He was actually away in Georgia, and there were 5 different phases that he needed to go through and pass all of them, and he ended up not passing 2 of the 5, which then brought him home unemployed. And then that unemployment he returned and thinking, okay, I'll go back to that which I was doing before, and it didn't happen. And we ended up being unemployed for a year. I had just resigned because I had just given birth to our second son, Caleb. So this was in 2012, early 2012. Caleb was born in February. And so my husband came back, met our son for the first time at 8 weeks old, unemployed. And I also was unemployed essentially because that's what we thought was the plan. So both of us unemployed. Through a series of events, we ended up having to make a decision to move in with family. My sister and brother-in-law were generous enough to welcome us into their newly purchased home with open arms, and we stayed there for 10 months. We were able to my husband was able to get a job. It wasn't that great as far as pay goes, and it was barely able to cover the apartment that we were living, or the condo that we were living in. And just a series of events brought us to some really tough times financially. And all to say that much of what we have lived out, we don't ask for help monetarily because that's something that we feel is our responsibility, and we definitely rely on God to lead us and direct us and provide for us, and He has. And I became a health and fitness coach May of 2015, and God has definitely provided for me monetarily, but also in the area of my marriage through that's the baby. Through just helping the people that I partner with, helping for me to believe in myself and to develop myself and to develop in my marriage and my parenting and all of these really amazing things. And through that, it has just really helped for me to, of course, yes, be healthy and fit, but it's changed my life and it's changed the life of others. And so my son, he is in 4th grade, and we learned that there is a 4th grade trip to Sacramento. And the cost for that trip was $1,300. Now, when my son asked me, I definitely had hesitancy and I definitely had doubt, because that's a lot of money for us to come up with and still be able to make ends meet and follow through with us paying off the debt that we are trying to pay off so that we can, further the rest of our future and get out of an apartment setting. But I said yes, because I believed that I could provide this through my income from being a health and fitness coach, and then side things that I have to offer. So I was sitting there talking with my husband. We had a total of $1,190 of a balance that was $1,250. And I couldn't pay it. I was trying to pay it online, and I couldn't pay it. That was over this weekend. My husband and I were just so relieved that we were going to be able to fulfill this dream for our baby, our biggest baby. But also I was like, why isn't it going through? So I was going to call this morning to the company and say, I'm not able to pay. I'm not sure why. I got a call from the company and the people who are doing all of the planning for this trip. And she said, I don't know if you know this, but somebody paid your balance in full. In full. They've paid it since September. And so I'm just floored, and I can't stop crying of joy. But I'm sharing with you because I think oftentimes we put God in this box. Sorry, my hair is crazy. We put God in this box, like we believe, but help my unbelief. And He's real, and He's alive, and I don't know who this person is that generously has blessed our family so greatly. But thank you. Thank you so much for being used by God in our life mightily. For me being able to show my boys, because when I got the call, I fell on the floor. Like, ridiculously fell on the floor. I could not believe it. I still can't believe it. And my boys said, wow, that person is so generous. That person is so generous, and God is so good. And He is. And if there's anything that you are doubting in your life, stop. Seriously, get on your knees and believe. And I promise that He will provide, and sometimes it doesn't come in the ways that you think that it needs to come, but it does. It does. I came from a life of brokenness, single motherhood, and I'm married, and I have 3 beautiful babies, and yes, life has its trials, and financial hardship is one of them for us, but we are not going to sit back and let this be our life. We're not. God calls us to be doers, live in faith, and I will say that I didn't say God was going to provide and just kick my feet up, and God provided. I worked, and I will continue to work and fulfill God's promise and give God the glory in my life. I did not sit back. We worked hard, my husband and I, him with his job, me with mine, and here we are. And now it's covered, and we have spending money, and there are some people that we would love to bless for Christmas, and now we're able to do that. And now I can order Christmas cards, and I'm so excited about that. So I wanted to share with you guys. Thank you so much for your support and loving our family, and thank you, whoever this person is, from the bottom of our hearts. We are just floored, all of us. Thank you.